This is WLKY News at 9.
Dust off the backpack and practice setting that alarm. Summer break is winding down for most kids across the metro.
Right now on this special back-to-school edition of WLKY News at 9, we are talking everything you need to know from physicals and immunizations to bus routes and school schedules as students gear up for another great year.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WLKY News at 9.
And it is going to be a great school year. Good morning. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Carrie Grace.
And I'm Alex Strom. I can't believe we are already just over a week away from the start of school.
I know some parents are looking forward to it. I don't know. I'm going to miss summer.
Of course.
I love summertime.
I think the kids agree.
Yeah, the school schedule is kind of tough sometimes, but that is just for JCPS. They're going back next week. Most of the districts in Southern Indiana, they've already started or they are starting this week.
Yeah, so of course there's a lot to talk about. So we're going to get right into it this morning. We have a special guest. We're talking about the first day of JCPS, and we here have the superintendent, Dr. Marty Pollio. Thanks for being here with us. I know that a lot of parents have a lot of questions going in. So can we talk a little bit about what you're looking forward to as we head into the new school year in terms of transportation changes, especially because I feel like that's the hot topic.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've, last year was very difficult and challenging on us. I mean, it's well documented that we have such a shortage of bus drivers and really cut in half over about the past 10 years providing the same services. So we had to make major changes to make sure kids could get to school on time, which was an issue for us. So we have done that work. We feel very confident right now about the work that's been done. Our transportation team is just absolutely fantastic. They've done amazing work over the past 6 months to prepare for this school year. So we're really excited about the start of the school year. First day always is nervous, and I mean, a lot of change for kids and teachers and everybody getting started, but we're really excited to kick it off for this year.
Right now, WLKY Chopper is flying over the bus compound there. You can see. So lots of buses, lots of drivers are going to be training. We know, Dr. Pollio, always some kinks to work out with transportation from the car riders to the bus riders and all that throughout the year. But can you talk about when we can expect things to sort of level out and get balanced as you work through those challenges?
Yeah, so one thing we did do this year was what we called a pause period. So we, an issue we had last year, we added thousands of bus stops the week before school started, and that became a major issue. So we had a pause period starting on July 22nd where, we really encouraged, and the vast majority of parents did a wonderful job filling out the transportation verification so we could get them a stop and make sure kids have stops. But now, we are set for the first day of school, and our bus drivers are practicing routes right now. We're actually having what we call scrimmage days on Thursday and Friday, and then once again next Wednesday, the day before school. So bus drivers can practice those routes and make sure they have everything that they're prepared to do. We can see the timing of everything, and I think we'll be more prepared than we've ever been for the first day of school.
Have you been able to communicate that to, everybody involved in the district who's getting ready for their first day back? What have you told them leading into these first days?
Well, I mean, our main goal has been really to over-communicate, I guess would be the right word to say. And so we've had some significant meetings with school staff and principals to make sure everyone's prepared. Really what we want to do, too, is make sure we have some really feedback loops over the next 5 to 6 days as we practice these routes. So we hear from bus drivers about how they feel right now. Everything we're hearing from bus drivers as they practice their routes is extremely positive this year compared to last year. So we think that's fantastic. But we want to continue that when we do these scrimmage days. We want to hear from bus drivers and we want to hear from principals. So our schools will be practicing the same thing during these scrimmage days like it's an actual first day of school. Buses will pull to stops, they'll open the arms, everything, go to the next school. And we want to hear that feedback over the next 5 or 6 days so that we are really prepared for day one.
Yeah. So speaking of scrimmage days, just letting people know the buses are going to be out there running their routes as if they're real. So make sure that you're paying attention to buses that are stopped with their stop arm out and that kind of thing, because drivers need to get back in the routine as well.
All of us have to adjust.
Yeah.
So without a doubt. I mean, that is, starting that first day and then getting into that routine. But, as you said earlier, usually within the first 3 or 4 days, once we get settled in, we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, so we also know that the Magnet and traditional schools are going to be all car rider this year. We're going to get into that with Dr. Pollio a little bit later. He's going to join us again around 9:30, and then we can talk about some of those changes as well to the car rider lines. But thanks, Dr. Pollio. We're going to see you in just a bit.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. And bus drivers, they're practicing their routes, as we said.
Yep, our Alexis Matthews rode along to see what it takes for bus drivers to get all ready to head back to school.
The start of the JCPS school year will be Tammy Ratliff's 13th year as a bus driver.
It's a love that I've developed for my kids, my students, my staff.
Ratliff says the changes made this year, including the new start times and extra time for drivers to practice routes, has her less anxious and more optimistic about the upcoming first day.
It's going to make a big difference, I really believe. I'm looking forward to it, I really am.
Drivers have 10 days to run those routes, make necessary changes, and give feedback to transportation officials with the goal of getting JCPS students to school and home on time.
So we're all pretty much back in our comfort zones. Everybody's working real well with one another this year. I think it's going to be a good school year, I really do.
Alexis Matthews, WLKY News.
Alexis, thank you. So joining us this morning now to talk more about the transportation plan and what we need to know, what parents need to know, JCPS Chief Operations Officer, Dr. Rob Folk. Rob, welcome.
Thank you.
We're so happy that you're here because transportation is top of mind for parents and students as they head back to school. So to avoid issues from last school year, an internal routing team was used to create bus routes this year. How is that different and how has that impacted, what's happened so far versus using a software program?
So we learned from the mistakes that we made last year, and this year our Board of Education back in January authorized the creation of an internal routing team. So these folks are former compound coordinators, GIS specialists, people that understand the city of Louisville, our geography, our bus routes. Right now, that routing team's got over 60 years of experience just routing in JCPS. So we're very confident that doing the solution internally and in our transportation department will yield good results for the beginning of the year.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to helping kids know where to go, get off, that kind of thing, we still have that 485 ride number, right? Correct. And parents can already call that.
Yeah, 485 ride's been open for about a week now. We've got about a 90% resolution rate on the first call, and if we don't get a resolution on the first call, we'll get back with you and find a solution for the issue that you call in. 485 ride will stay open through the beginning of the school year, as well as our routing team is continuing to route students and finalize the things for the beginning of the year.
A lot of parents always have the question of where their child's bus stop is. Is that a main question that you hear?
It is. So we have a website that is Bus Teller, where parents can go in and use the same process they did to verify transportation this year. That will show their child's bus stop. And what I would encourage parents to do is continue to check that up to the night before the day of school as we adjust routes and adjust timing so that they can get the most accurate information.
And there's a bus stop freeze period that's new this year. What does that mean?
So the purpose of the freeze period is one of the issues that we had last year was adding new stops up to the beginning of school became very difficult for our drivers, and the Teamsters in our negotiation process, one of the things that they told us was, we really need to look at that, and that's something we need to solve. So we put in a freeze period where we don't add new stops to existing routes while we confirm the routes for the beginning of the school year so that we can have a clean opening day.
Now, is that busteller.com? Is that the website?
You can find it right on JCPS First Day.
Right. Okay. Now, we do have a What You Need to Know tab on the WLKY homepage as well with all of those things there. So if you need to check your child's bus stop or check any of that information, and then you can also call 485 RIDE up until
2 weeks through the beginning of school year.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Folk. Thanks for stopping by and sharing that information with us, all the things that parents need to know. It is 9:08 this morning.
And we're going to get you a quick check of your Tuesday forecast with meteorologist Suzanne Horgan.
And certainly, ladies, we had a really bumpy night last night with those power outages. Unfortunately, we still have a couple hundred out there, but we were in the thousands last night with those storms that we were tracking all throughout the overnight hours. Some storm reports include some down power lines into areas of Bullitt County, Laconia. Also reports of some trees down right along Mosquito Creek Road. Balltown, we have trees down there, down trees also in Doe Valley and Meade County, as well as in Waddy. So a very busy overnight. We're much quieter right now across our local area. However, we are seeing shower and thunderstorm activity back out to the north and to the west. And some of that could hold together, bring us at least a chance for a few showers and storms for our afternoon hours, but better chances as we head into tonight. You'll notice the big story for us today will be the hot weather. Temperatures soar into the 90s. We'll have triple triple-digit heat index values, and certainly something that we'll be watching closely. We're also watching closely the potential to see more thunderstorm activity. More on that coming up in just a few minutes. Send it back over to Carrie and Alex.
Thank you, Suzanne. Still ahead, we are talking school bus safety. When do you have to stop for the bus? And when do you not have to stop? Our Mo Rose is breaking it all down for us coming up on the news at 9. Stay with us.
Hey, welcome back. As we look forward to the start of the school year, we are taking a look at some of JCPS's back to school facts. So did you know 83% of teachers in JCPS have a master's degree or higher?
Yeah, they're
Very impressive.
A lot of degrees amongst those teachers for sure.
Can't
This
even
morning,
imagine.
I know, right? Very educated. This morning we are talking all things back to school on this special edition of WLKY News at 9.
Yes, so school starts here in Jefferson County in a little more than a week, and there is a lot of ground to cover. So joining us now to talk more about it is the district's Executive Administrator of Operations Services, Dr. Tyler Sharon.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us. So you're in charge of like parking lot improvement, safety upgrades for car riders. There's so many changes, right, to drop off and pick up, especially at our Magdalene and traditional schools where all those students are car riders now. What do you want parents to know?
Well, we've been working hard since winter, really, on our plans for this year. Started out adjusting some funding so we could do more paving projects throughout the district, and then during the summer we've been meeting with school administrators and working on plans at various site locations to try and improve the traffic flow.
Yeah.
So how have you gone about making sure this works? Because you can go visit, but really it's the principals and the people on those campuses that really know how things are really moving. So how have you guys worked with them?
Well, and we're also confined by the individual logistics of each campus.
Okay.
So we try and take the administration's institutional knowledge of how traffic around their school works traditionally, and then look at what tools we can bring to bear to improve that. based on the increased number of cars we anticipate this year.
Yeah, I mean, car rider lines, they can be tough. You know, you can sit in them for a while sometimes. So do you have a message to parents who may be for the first time experiencing the car rider line?
Sure, yeah. Be patient with us, work with us, listen to your school administrators. They have been involved in the developing of these plans, and we'll be working to run things smoothly for the first days, but safety is still first and foremost. So if we're a little slower to start out, it always improves over the first couple weeks.
Now, if there are any major changes that have been made to the flow, right, of where you pick up, where you drop off, that kind of thing, when will parents of car riders know this?
Schools are already communicating plans. I've seen many messages go out showing actual traffic flow models in and around our various campuses. That will pick up as we head into the first days of schools. And then we've also updated signage and markings in parking lots so that parents can see in real time where they need to go and how the flow is supposed to work.
If they do have questions still leading up, who should they contact? Should they contact their school or should they contact the district?
Yes, the school's always the first place to go. Again, they're the ones that'll be boots on the ground on the opening days and know what has traditionally happened there and can articulate clearly the changes that we have made from last year to this year in preparation.
All right. Well, you guys, I know I've been working all summer on this and going to put it to the test next week. So thank you so much for joining us this morning and talking about all the things we need to know.
Absolutely. Thank you all for having me.
Take care.
Yep.
Well, chances are you've already seen some of those school buses out on the roads practicing those new routes for the year.
Yeah, so when you're sharing the road with bus drivers, it is so important to remember that they have different rules you have to follow. So that means so do you. Our Mo Rose is in the studio with us. And Mo, we've gone a few months now without buses on the road, but they're back. What do we need to know?
All right, well, there's various things, especially if you've got new kids going to school, some preschoolers, some kindergartners. They need to be reminded about how to even get on the bus. You want to make sure that they remember everything. So if we can pull up, there we go, our bus stop safety, just a couple of reminders for you. The flashing yellow lights, that means slow down. Flashing red lights means to stop and wait 20 feet or more behind the bus. And then also, for those new kids who are just not familiar with the whole bus riding ordeal, you want to make sure that they are staying at least 5 steps away from the curb as the bus is pulling up. Now let's talk about road configurations. There are various road configurations, whether it's 2-lane highways, 4-lane highways, but in this case, for a 2-lane road with a center turning lane, everyone is stopping when the bus stops. So the cars behind it directly, and then if it's the turning lane, they are also going to stop. And then also when it comes to a 2-lane roadway, the other direction also has to stop. Now let's talk about 4 lanes plus a center turning lane. So it's only in one direction that they'll need to stop, behind the bus and then directly next to the bus. The center turning lanes, they are free to go, and same deal for the other 2 lanes on the other direction. And these are on our social media pages, our Twitter or X page and our Facebook page if you need a refresher. Ladies, back to you.
All right, Mo, thanks so much. Well, still ahead, JCPS has an expanded nursing staff this year. So what does that mean for your students? Coming up, we are talking with the district's health manager. We're also going to check in with our Sam Carter, who is live at Barrett this morning. Hey, welcome back. So we have been talking JCPS back to school all morning long. There is a QR code on your screen. It's going to pop up here in a couple minutes. You can see it though and scan it with your phone. There it is. Scan it with your phone and it'll take you to our page that has all that information you need to know.
We've also have live interviews coming up throughout this show, so you guys can get your questions answered because we know it's important as your kids head back to school.
So much to remember as the kids are going back to school, and obviously the weather will be really important for us, so we're going to hope for a nice quiet start to the new school year as well. It was not a quiet night last night. You can see this is from Hillview, Kentucky. Susan Trent sent us this. Some damage, certainly. We had thousands of power outages last night, and unfortunately we're looking at another opportunity to see some impact weather for today. As we go hour by hour with that 12-hour forecast, I think we're going to hold on to the chances during our afternoon hours to perhaps see a few isolated to scattered showers and storms. I think another big story for us, obviously, the heat and humidity. We will most likely have heat index values taking us well into the triple digits for this afternoon. You'll notice that we're currently dry right now. However, we are going to be watching for the potential to see additional shower and thunderstorm activity later today and into tonight as well. You'll notice some of that shower and thunderstorm activity moving across areas of Illinois. A lot of that should fade away. That being said, a few storms could be able to sneak into the forecast area as we head into the afternoon hours. So you'll notice a few showers and storms showing up into the afternoon, and then for our evening hours, a better opportunity of our seeing some of that shower and thunderstorm activity. And some of these storms could pack a punch with some strong winds and of course some very heavy rainfall. Temperatures in the 90s for today and tomorrow with scattered showers and storms possible on Wednesday. Notice we've got several impact weather days ahead. We'll watch for more storms Friday, lingering into Saturday. Let's send it back over to Alex and Carrie.
Thank you, Suzanne. Our back to school information continuing now. Joining us this morning to talk more about what your child needs health-wise for the first day is JCPS District Health Manager Eva Stone. Eva, good morning.
Good morning. We are happy to have you here, and it's been a while since the kids have been back in school, so it's been a while since parents have had to remember all the things that they have to. So what happens when your kid's feeling sick? What are those health requirements that parents need to remember of when to stay home, and what do they need leading up to the first day?
So attendance is so important for kids, and so we want your children at school every day, and that's the most important message that I would give. If your child's not at school, they're not going to learn. So what you do need to remember, though, is if they're sick, they don't need to be at school either. And so if your child has a fever over 100.5, if your child is throwing up, if your child is having diarrhea, those are times that you shouldn't send your child to school. And you can always reach out to your nurse at school, and they can help you decide if your child should be at school or at home.
Okay. And we know that nurses, they can be overly communicative, which is good.
Yes. That's right.
I've had that experience where the nurses called and asked questions like, hey, did you know she was sneezing, coughing, that kind of thing. So it's great to have a good school nurse. What is the best way, or let me ask you this, we're also going to talk about the immunizations.
Yes.
Let's talk about that real quick. There are many forms the school has to have on file. Can you go over those, especially for the kindergarten?
Okay, so if your child is entering school in Kentucky for the first time, so whether that be kindergarten, early childhood, or you've moved here, our international families, if you're new to this country, your child should have a physical before they start school. Your child needs a dental screening or exam if they're 5 or 6 years old. Your child needs a vision exam if they are entering school for the first time. And if your child has a health condition, please fill out the forms that the nurses send you home so we can have that medical information on file, be able to take care of your child when they're at school. If they take medicines at school, we need authorization from you to be able to give that medicine, for the nurses to give that medicine. So we ask you to fill out an authorization for medication. You can get that from the school nurse. You can get that on the website. You can request that from the school when you're there. And that would allow us, our nurses, to be able to give that medicine at school.
We've talked a lot about the physical stuff when it comes to our health and wellness of our students, but let's talk about the mental struggles that our students may be facing as well as they get ready to come back to school after a long summer.
Absolutely. So mental health is part of health. It's part of our physical health. And so Parents, your kids are going to have some anxiety as they go back to school, no matter what grade, no matter what. That first back to school time is anxiety provoking. And so those routines that you have to get them ready for school, bedtime, sleep is incredibly important, and getting enough sleep is important for your child's mental health. If you have concerns about your child's anxiety, we've got mental health practitioners at our schools. We've got school nurses at our schools. We've got school counselors. We have resources to support your children. Talk to your pediatrician, your healthcare provider, but recognize that your child's going to have some anxiety. Do those things that you can do on your end. Talk to them about school, what to expect. Keep those lines of communication open. All those things are so supportive for children and meeting their mental health needs.
Yeah, very important topic there because we're getting our kids ready to go back. Sleep schedule is important. So thank you so much for sharing all those tips.
We want everybody to be in a good headspace as they head back for the first day.
Sure.
Thank you. Well, still ahead this morning, avoiding transportation troubles. That is the district's goal as we gear up for the first day of school. We'll show you some of the changes the district has implemented to avoid a repeat of last year's problems. That's next when WLKY News continues.
But first, we are taking a look at some JCPS back to school facts this morning. So did you know there are 139 different languages spoken by JCPS students? Very cool. We'll be right back.
Right now, this is WLKY News at 9.
Good morning. Welcome back. I'm Carrie Grace.
And I'm Alex Jerome. It's Tuesday, July 30th, and we are only days away from the start of a new school year.
Yeah, I hope you're getting ready this morning. We are talking to the experts trying to help you get prepared. Joining us once again is Dr. Marty Pollio, Superintendent of JCPS. Dr. Pollio, we've talked a lot about transportation. When we talked to you earlier, we talked a lot about the bus drivers, right? And we want to talk about the car riders for a second.
Sure.
So our traditional schools, our magnet schools, all those students are going to be car riders this year. So maybe anticipating some longer lines. What is your message to parents who maybe are a little worried about that?
Well, I think first and foremost, I mean, we've said it, I think, earlier, but have patience. I mean, no matter what, those first few days of school are going to be a new experience for a lot of parents, especially those going to new schools, learning the traffic patterns and things like that at a school. think secondly, to know that we've worked very hard to make sure that we have gone into, especially each of these magnet and traditional schools, with some experts to make sure that we have the best possible traffic pattern. No matter what, when you have this amount of cars, I don't care what school it is, there's going to be backups, there's going to be delays, but just know that we're working extremely hard, and we'll continue to adjust as we watch the first couple of days of school to help with traffic.
We know that TARC drivers have just been put into the mix to help out with busing this year, but that happened kind of late in the summer. So are you expecting them to struggle a little bit getting into the groove of things when school starts?
Well, first and foremost, most of the TARC, we've got about 14 of the 70 that already have what is called it's a school bus endorsement to drive students. We call it the S endorsement. Most of them do not have that. So it's an additional endorsement that bus drivers have to get above being a CDL license, which is all they need for a TARC. So we're in the process of training them. So the vast majority of them, about 56, still have training to do, have to pass some tests, some road tests and some written tests. So the majority of them will not be ready to drive until late this month, maybe early in September. But our goal is to have them do ride-alongs with our drivers early on so that they can be prepared and know what it's like to drive a JCPS school bus.
We focused a lot on the transportation changes, which are big this year. Are there any other big changes parents should be aware of?
Well, I think first and foremost, when we talk about it in the classroom, you know, I've never been more proud of what's happening inside of JCPS schools in my career. I think great things, and unfortunately it's being overshadowed, and probably rightfully so, by the transportation issues that we faced. But fantastic things are happening inside of the classroom. I would really encourage our parents to, you know, right for the first time ever, K through 12, we have a curriculum around literacy that is aligned K through 12. First time ever. Last year, we were able to do that, and curriculum selection wasn't a part of site-based decision-making councils. So I would just encourage parents to talk to their schools about how their child is being taught when it comes to reading and literacy, and then math as well. So we have an intense focus on literacy and numeracy, and ensuring kids are, you know, our outcomes are increasing. So I would really encourage parents to talk to their schools about how that's done and how they can support their kids' numeracy and literacy at home.
And one last question, when it comes to the 485 RIDE number, right, that's for transportation, is there another number that parents can call if they have any concerns specifically outside of transportation?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I would really encourage them to call their school first. So the school, if it has to do anything with the school itself, they're the first group that would be able to answer the question specific to a school. So I would really encourage them to do that. Check our website. You know, at any time, but then 313-HELP is also always available for our staff, for our parents.
All right, Dr. Pollio, thank you.
All right, well, of course, that bus driver training is already underway.
Yeah, our Shaquille Lord is live at the Blue Lick bus compound this morning. He is talking with drivers there, Shaq. They're getting ready, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Good morning, Alex and Carrie. We've been here for about 45 minutes or so, and we've been noticing bus drivers kind of going through their routine check, walking around their buses, and of course going on their routes. Obviously, they have 10 days to practice kind of going through, you know, when they do go through these streets. Obviously, they're stopping and whatnot. I want to bring in now Marcus Dobbs with JCPS Transportation Services. Marcus, kind of talk to me a little bit about what bus drivers have been doing the past week or so in preparation for the first day of school.
Well, they've been out driving their routes to become more familiar with where the stops are. And also, too, they've been able to give us feedback if they think a stop should be on a different side of the street or not. We want to look at and make sure we address any safety concerns that they may have.
Yeah, and we actually heard a bus driver this morning who said that she has a child with disability issues that will need a wheelchair as well. So that was some feedback that she was going to give to her supervisor as well. How important is that feedback that you hear from bus drivers so then the routes could possibly be readjusted?
It's very important because it allows us to make sure that we have every stop safe for all of the students. Very important.
And obviously we want as smooth as possible the first day of school, first week of school. What's your message to parents who are listening? Obviously, this is a partnership. It works well with you guys being on the same page. What's your message to parents, Marcus?
Well, actually, there are two things. One, school starts up on August 8th, so we would ask for parents and the general public to be patient because buses will be out making their bus stops. You got to stop and those stop arms are out. But then most important for our families that utilize the bus service, make sure that you check Bus Teller on the district's webpage to find out where your child's bus stop is going to be, because some bus stops may have changed, and also too so you can be aware of the times. You can check on Bus Teller, or you can call 485-RIDE, or you can call your child's school.
Marcus, thank you so much. And of course, again, we've been talking about it all morning long, how there have been bus drivers out practicing their routes, getting familiar with it so it can be as smooth as possible for the first day. I want to introduce now Austin Anderson. He's been a bus driver for the district for 3 years now. Austin, talk to me a little bit about what major difference can you tell from last year to this year?
Having a team within JCPS making our routes and having that experience locally helps out tremendously.
Yeah, because obviously last year it was AI focused through an independent company. This year you guys have a routing internal team. I'm told more than 50 years of experience. You're able to give feedback as you're out doing these routes. How has it been for you these past week or so?
Much easier making the changes necessary to be able to get through the neighborhoods and being able to get to my stops when I'm needed.
And Austin, for you, ahead of the first day of school, what can parents do to make your job easier when it comes to obviously picking up their precious cargo, their children?
Right.
What can they do to make your job easier?
Knowing their stop times and knowing their locations, and kind of minimizing the times that we're at stops to get our times down to get them home and to school accordingly.
Yeah, knowing your stop times, knowing your locations, all important stuff. You guys just heard it. The hope is that it will be a very smooth day, and parents, obviously, you have a part in this as well. Right now, reporting live, I'm Shaquille Lord. Alex Carey, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Shaq, thank you very much. And from bus riders to car riders, there are some changes to the pickup and drop-off lines coming to some schools.
Yeah, one of those is Barrett Traditional Middle School. Our Sam Carter is there with a live look for us this morning. Sam, tell us about the changes.
Absolutely, yeah. The best person to tell you about all these changes, and they are significant, is the principal of Barrett Traditional Middle School. This is Amy Strite. Amy, we're seeing cars file in right now, some very helpful teachers helping us out here. Tell us about the changes that are coming to Barrett Traditional.
Absolutely, we are excited to welcome all of our students in our carpool this year, and our teachers are helping us today as our first live scrimmage. One way that we know we can provide an efficient process is by practicing. So as you can see, as families arrive, we will have staff welcome them in. We have a one-way entry. They will file into lanes. We have an app where they will check their car tag and enter their car tag number and then their lane number, which then populates on dashboards. Those are going to be available in the classrooms, on the TVs, in the gym, students' phones, all of those places. Students will be able to check in and see my family is in lane 8. And then when they are dismissed, they can quickly reunite with their families in that lane. We know from time trials that we can, previously in the spring, that we can move about 90 cars every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes?
Yes.
Talk about the increased need for this, because the lack of busing this year really puts a lot of pressure on you guys.
Well, we want to make sure that we provide everybody a safe and efficient experience. We are tripling the capacity of our carpool. So we knew that we would need to make some adjustments to our prior model. We coordinated with LMPD and the JCPS traffic specialists to make a plan that would not burden the neighborhood. So we're having staggered dismissals by grade level, so that we don't, we don't cause traffic issues. We're also changing our traffic pattern, so that it extends toward the water company instead of toward 64, so that we're not blocking the interstate.
Yeah, well, that's the next thing I wanted to talk to you about, was you've kind of flipped the entrance and the exit around to kind of mitigate that issue of blocking 64 right there. So how has it kind of physically changed and the system is obviously different, but how has it physically changed?
Sure, it's definitely physically changed in terms of we've been able to actually benefit the residents on Peterson, where we have this alley, because for many years we've used that little alley, and that makes it tough for them. It'll actually improve because now we're lining up on Galt, which is a broader space, so we won't be clogging up the neighborhood as much.
Now, we're moving on to a new step here. These other very helpful teachers and staff members here, they are all filing into cars. Now, they're simulating what students will be doing. Take me through what happens. So a student will see the tag number and the lane number that they're on one of the big boards, and then once they're all filled, do they get to leave? Take me through how it works.
Sure. So we did a lot of experimenting last spring when we learned about the transportation changes to see how we could make it most efficient. We learned that if we load 4 lanes and then pause and let them move while other lanes are loading behind us, that gives us our maximum efficiency. Our one most important rule for carpool always is cars can move or students can move, but never both at the same time.
That is a good way to finish it. The folks here at Barrett Traditional Middle School, the thing they need most of all from you guys is just a little bit of patience while everything gets worked out. It's an efficient system. It's a good one, but there are still going to be a few wrinkles to iron out. There will be forms sent home with kids for feedback. Just a quick note, they got the idea for all this from Chick-fil-A. It's interesting.
Oh,
well,
that's an efficient system.
Listen, that is not a bad idea. Sam, we are over here just loving how the
Yes.
teachers are pretending to be students and actually getting in the cars with the other teachers.
Big shout out to our teachers and everyone working up to this final,
Yeah.
you know, the first day of school to make sure that this goes off without a hitch. Sam, thank
They're
you
working
so
hard.
much. Yeah. Right now your time is 9:41.
Yeah, we're checking in with Suzanne for the latest on that forecast, Suzanne.
And we certainly saw some active weather during the overnight hours with thousands of power outages. Right now, we're much quieter as we go hour by hour with your 12-hour forecast. You're going to notice that temperature is going to soar for today. Highs recover into the 90s, yet it's going to feel even hotter than that. It's going to feel like the triple digits as we head throughout the day today. So definitely hot, and also the potential to see some shower and thunderstorm activity. You'll notice off to the north and to the west, we have those severe thunderstorm warnings moving across areas of Illinois. That's part of a storm system that's going to try to work its way into our area. At this point, most of the models are weakening that shower and thunderstorm activity as it progresses closer to our location. Here's the deal, though. Still, an isolated shower storm will be possible during our afternoon hours. However, we have a better chance of seeing some of those showers and storms you can see as we head into tonight. Some of those storms could pack a punch with some gusty winds and very heavy rainfall once again. We stay active over the next several days. We have impact weather for today. We also have impact weather on tap for tomorrow. We're going to be hot, humid. We're also looking at that unsettled weather to continue for much of the work week. We'll have a look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Thank you, Suzanne. And still ahead this morning, we're hitting the gym, kind of. What you need to know if your plans, if your student plans on participating in school sports, that is next when WLKY News continues. Stick around.
Welcome back. 9:45 this morning. We have been taking a look at some JCPS back to school facts this morning. Did you know JCPS serves more than 100,000 meals to students every single day?
Wow.
Every day.
Every single day.
It's a big undertaking.
It is. It's a lot to do. And all morning long, we've been your one-stop shop for everything back to school.
Yeah, so we've talked about transportation changes to start times, back to school physicals, and now we are talking sports.
So joining us this morning to talk more about what parents need to know is JCPS's Executive Director of Athletics and Activities, April Brooks. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here.
We're happy to have you here, too. So we're talking school sports. What should parents know if their child does plan to participate?
Well, the first thing is to get that sports physical. Every student needs the physical to participate, and to go see your athletic director about all the offerings at the school. We want kids from all the way from kindergarten to 12th grade participating either in a sport or a club, some activity, because they're going to have a higher sense of belonging.
Yeah, I know that the elementary schools have clubs like cross country and different things like that.
Cheerleading, basketball. We try to get them involved as early as possible. So we want every kid out.
Let me ask you a question. Would finances ever stop a child from being able to play sports?
No, because we want to make sure that we have an equitable experience for every kid. And so we have free physical clinics that went on all summer, and then we have clinics at PRP and Central. So you can get a physical for free, and then also for sports fees, you can do some sort of fundraisers. Sometimes parents will work to pay that fee at the concession stand and things like that. So we're not going to let that turn away a kid. And so that's why we just recently had a gala for fundraising to help.
And right now we are flying live over Central this morning. That's WLKY News Chopper there. Can you tell us what's going on there? Can you see from here? Looks like good students out there having a good time.
Who knows? It may be some kind of registration or orientation, but they're in our phase 1 of turf fields, and so we've already had Shawnee, PRP, and more break ground in Central, and J-Town High School will be next.
Why are these improvements to facilities and fields important for the district?
Well, we want our students to be able to compete with people across the county as well as the state, and so we want to make sure they understand that they deserve the best. They are the best of the best. We won 7 state titles last year, and so we want them to have facilities that represent what they're doing on the field.
Football season's gearing up. We're getting real close to that.
We're extremely excited about that. It's fall sports season, so you'll see football and cross country and field hockey, soccer. There's so many different offerings, cheer and dance, and so get out there and really just support those kiddos. We need you all at the games.
Yeah, I was going to say, even for those who don't have students still in JCPS, maybe it's your alma mater or whatever, and you can go out and
come out and support, get a ticket, and the kids will be happy to see more fans in the stands.
And to come back to some of those improvements, must be very cool as an alum as well.
Yes, I think so, just to see all the improvements and changes that we've made, and we've really tried to focus on improving our athletics for every school, and so that's why we have the phases. Every school will be impacted with some sort of upgrade.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you want parents or students to know going into this new school year?
Just that we need all of you all out, and we've had 10,000 high school students last year. We want 10,500 this year, and so we want our middle schoolers out, our elementary students. We want everybody participating.
There you go. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're going to go ahead and get a quick check of your forecast with meteorologist Suzanne Horgan standing by. Suzanne, overnight, though, some storm damage.
That's right. We had storm damage in Hillview, Kentucky. You can see this downed tree here sent to us from Susan Kent. We had a number of storm reports of downed trees and power lines. We had trees down in Laconia, also in Balltown, Doe Valley, and in Waddy. Our forecast high for today soars into the lower 90s. We're going to be hot and humid, heat index values into the triple digits. We're also watching for a chance of some later storms.
Thanks, Suzanne. Still ahead, we're checking in one more time with JCPS Superintendent Dr. Marty Pollio as we talk all things back to school for JCPS. That is next when this special edition of WLKY News continues.
You're watching WLKY News at 9.
Good morning. WLKY News Chopper is following a bus this morning. Those bus drivers out practicing their routes. JCPS goes back to school in, what, 9 days?
It's happening quick, and of course, we're spending all morning long giving you all the back-to-school information that you need to get your school year started off on the right foot.
That is right, but we're not done just yet. Dr. Polio has been with us all morning long. We've talked to you about transportation. We've talked to you about what parents need to know. And we want to remind people that this year, every single school in the district can give your child free breakfast and lunch. So no worries about making sure they have money for that.
That is correct. So we're a part of a federal grant that allows certain schools, free and reduced lunch schools, above, or what we call Title I, above a certain percent poverty, to give free breakfast and lunches to all students. It was down to about 7 schools a year ago that had did not qualify, so we decided to make sure all students in JCPS had that opportunity. So as with last year, this year is the same way. All students that go to any of our schools, elementary, middle, or high, will be allowed to have free breakfast and lunch.
Got to fuel those young minds as they are in the classrooms, right? Well, we know that a lot is going on before the final days of schools. Can you kind of give us a little bit of an insight of what you guys are doing to really get ready? Yeah, well, I think first and foremost, we have to say what's happening at the schools. And so a large number of our schools, we call it AIS week, so our accelerated improvement schools are actually back. The faculty and staff are working this week at about 25 of our schools. And then starting on Monday, all staff come back. So there's a lot of professional development going on at schools, preparation, and then from the central office standpoint, we're doing these practice runs with our bus drivers and making sure that we are ready for the first day. But there's be a lot of activity going on over the next 9 days. Really at the school level, it's preparing staff and teachers for that first day as well. We've seen the buses out practicing the routes. We've seen teachers this morning practicing the new car rider line changes. So thanks to them.
And we're talking, how many students exactly enrolled at JCPS?
So it's a little over 94,000 without early childhood. It's another 2,500 when we put in, once our early childhood students come in. So as of the close of year, we were right at 98,000 students.
Wow, 98,000 students preparing to go back to school next week. Dr. Polio, thanks so much for your time. And remember that you can find everything you need to go. Scan that QR code. We've got it all on our website for you.
And at 9:55, we are going to send it over to Suzanne for a final check of weather.
All right, thanks a lot. We're going to be talking about hot and humid air in place for today. As we go hour by hour with that 12-hour forecast, what you're going to notice, temperatures warm into the 90s, but heat index values hop up into the triple digits. So at 1 o'clock, right around 89 degrees, yet it's going to feel right around 98 degrees. At 3 o'clock, we're at 101, feeling like 101 at 5 o'clock. Now, this afternoon, we may see a stray shower or storm, but I think most locations will stay dry as that heat and humidity continues not only for today, but for the next several days. Isolated storms will be possible during the day today. More storms fire up as we head into tonight. We're dry right now after a somewhat violent overnight with all of those power outages and downed trees. Now, across areas of the Wabash Valley, we're seeing a handful of showers and thunderstorms, and also back across areas of northern Illinois. We're going to continue to watch some of that energy come in our direction. Most of the models dissipate that a bit, but a stray shower or storm, again, can't be ruled out for the afternoon hours. Better chances of our seeing that shower and thunderstorm activity into tonight. That slight risk category in particular across some of our far western communities. So we'll hold on to the chances of seeing showers and storms later today, especially for tonight. Some of those storms could contain gusty winds and heavy rainfall. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we have a lot going on in this 7-day forecast. Over the next several days, we'll have heat index values into the triple digits. We're also watching for a daily threat of shower and thunderstorm activity. We're at 93 degrees for today. More storms develop later today into tonight. Then tomorrow, some scattered showers and storms will be possible. On Thursday, some isolated showers and storms, but you'll notice that temperature. We're at 96 degrees. It's going to feel much hotter than that. Scattered storms on Friday, lingering into our Saturday, and then it looks drier for the second half of the weekend.
It's going to be hot, Suzanne.
It's going to be hot out there already. It feels muggy. We have dew points climbing up, and obviously we have a lot of people still without power out this time. Hopefully we'll get that power back up throughout the day.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks for joining us for this special back-to-school edition of the News at 9. We are following some buses around as they check out their routes ahead of school. If you need to know anything regarding JCPS back to school, head over to our website, WLKYnews.com.